a fresh batch of brioche muffins. You're not picking up what I'm putting down? You guys, look how perfect these peonies are from the farmer's market. They're just so beautiful from Petals Farm. Another thing, these are also from the market. And of course, California Candle Company, I love her stuff. I just finished my meditation with my headphones on because it literally makes it like incredible. One thing about Blake and I is we are not AirPod people, we are Bose people. Because these are the best headphones in the world and you can't convince me anything else. Yeah, they're not aesthetic, but they are so good. Like literally, they're the best travel headphones. We look like freaks and we do not care. I have white, obviously. He has black, obviously. If we could do pink and blue, we probably would, honestly. No, we wouldn't. Everything I have is white. But they're absolutely phenomenal. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. But I slept in today. It felt so good. I slept, I slept until 9. And now I'm going to finish up my morning and then get outside. It's beautiful. Vlogging on my phone because I don't have my computer. I'm going to grab a coffee. And sorry, this is definitely loud, but I am going to get a later coffee for me and then run some errands. I just have some returns. I need to go pick up a bunch of groceries since I really haven't been to the store that much this week. So that's the plan. But I wanted to come on and share something. And it's that I truly believe that men just want to be appreciated and they want to know that you're making them proud. And so something I do every single morning without fail is when I get on my phone, I text Blake and I send him a message, whatever that message may be, but typically it's expressing gratitude for all he does for our family, and it's sharing that I'm proud of him or that I'm grateful for him, and to like take on the day with gusto, basically. I think it is, we women, I don't know, I was listening to this thing with, I don't really follow Hallie Batchelder much, but I was listening to something with her dad last night, and basically her dad was sharing that none of his success would have been possible without his wife. And I thought it was such a beautiful, I really actually loved the like snippet that I saw. I thought that it was just really well said. But I think us, like we as women, have the opportunity to build our guys up or tear them down, because we are like, all they want from us is to be, as I said, admired and appreciated. And I think if you want, I hate to say this, but sorry, I'm like looking around, but if you want your husband to be a man, let him be a man, and empower him to do that. That's my spiel for the day. But I'm definitely not perfect at it, that's for sure. But it's something that I try to be really conscious of. So, okay, let's go get a coffee. I'm walking on, what am I on right now? Wabash? No, I'm on Rush. So it's like a beautiful morning. It's like 65 or something. And I'm wearing cozies. These are Monsieur Gabriel Aritzia Acris Janessa Leone. Hello, I just finished a very productive deep clean and now I'm going to hop in the sauna, and yeah, my space just feels so clean and fresh to start off the weekend. But that's the plan. I'm like really ready to sauna, so I'm gonna sauna and then I will talk to you guys just a little bit after. Hello girls, I am doing some cleaning. I'm sorry, I wear this sweater literally every day. I just love it, and I love a V-neck. and yeah, like a high V. But anyways, I just went for a walk in the park, and you guys, it was so fabulous because I was in a bit of a bad mood. It doesn't really matter why, but anyway, I was in kind of a bad mood, and I looked in the little library in the park, and because I've been just like meaning to take a book down there that I just want to put in there because I think it's a great book and people should read it. It's called Make Your Bed. It's by a Navy SEAL. It's fabulous. And sorry, I'm putting some potatoes on the pan as I'm chatting with you. But anyways, and a book called Something More. It's called Something More, Excavating Your Authentic Self, and it's by the woman who wrote Simple Abundance. A literal brand new copy. I was like, wow, that's a beautiful ode from the universe. So that just made me so happy. But anyways, I did a massive deep clean today. It felt so good. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends about something that I kind of wanted to talk about on here, because I feel like there's this thing on social media where people like glorify having help. Let me explain. Our nanny this, our cleaner's coming today. All of that, like that type of like talk. I feel like a lot of people that I follow on socials like will say stuff like that. Not a lot of people, but I've seen it from a few people, and I literally like, I think that is so cringy and honestly very trashy to talk about. And I'm not saying that you can't have people who help you out around the house. I think it's also like, I don't know, sometimes like some of my girlfriends who I love to pieces, but some of my girlfriends have cleaners, and we're literally 25 and 26 years old, and they have plenty of time to clean their own places. And I just feel like it's one of those things where it's like, if you have the time, then why are you having someone else do it? Like, I just see that as kind of lazy. And again, like, I think there's a time and a place for everything. But I just think people aren't really scratchy these days and like don't want to get honestly dirty and like uncomfortable. And I think there's something really beautiful about tending to your own space and your own life and your own children. And I'm not saying that that doesn't mean you don't have help here and there. I just think it should be something that's glorified and talked about like an accessory. I find that very off-putting. And even if, again, like, that's just something that no one's ever gonna know about in my life, because I don't really think, and it's not in an effort, sorry, this is the chicken. That's not in an effort of like not maintaining transparency. I just think it's kind of something that people are like genuinely treating it like an accessory. Like, it's almost like a status symbol. It's kind of like when people talk about having a night nurse. It's like, why are you telling people that? You know what I mean? It's like, keep that behind closed doors, and if that's something you feel like you want to implement in your life, implement it, but why are you treating it like a status symbol? I don't know, it's so off-putting to me, you guys. And yeah, I still think we should be treating that stuff like accessories, but that's just more. I'm gonna make, you guys, we're obsessed with iceberg lettuce right now and sun-gold tomatoes. So I've been making, hear me out, Caesars with iceberg lettuce and sun-gold tomatoes and fresh parm. They're actually, it is so good. I'm gonna make it to go with this chicken. Hi girls, I'm about to grab dessert, but I just wanted to quickly talk to you. I just got out of a really hot bath. It felt so good. I take really hot baths. So after a bath, I love to make a hot, or not hot, ice cold, well, not ice cold, just from the fridge. We have like a spout in our fridge, like a filtered spout, water, and then I take half of a lemon and I juice it. And one thing I do is I buy seedless lemons from Trader Joe's, because typically I'll use my lemon juicer, but I don't always want to. And one of my pet peeves is lemon seeds. Like, they drive me crazy. And so that's why for me, I think it's just easier to buy the seedless ones. They're literally just like the regular ones, but they're seedless. And they're awesome. They're probably GMOs, but you know, I don't really care. And it's like the most refreshing thing. I have that. And then I have a small cup of tea. This is a sleepy time tea. I've definitely showed it to you many times before, but I'll show it to you again. This tea. British tea. And yeah, I'm like ready to get in bed. I'm actually going to get in bed and watch. Kelly Estes is typical for me to like content creators' moms, just because I feel like that's my vibe, is that I don't like the actual content creator, I just like their mom. Kelly Estes is a mom of a content creator that I watch, and she was just featured on Homeworthy, so I really want to watch that episode. So I'm gonna do that. It's already 9:18, so I'll watch that, grab dessert, and then read my book. And since I slept in today, I have a feeling I'll be up probably for another hour and a half or so. Good morning. I just got back from a nice walk with Kate, and then came home, changed the sheets, and then my mom and Mark are actually coming this weekend. I'm so excited. So I actually ran over to their hotel and I took them a bouquet of flowers and a note, just like a little welcome note to put in their room. Such a great thing to do if you're having guests. So I just did that quickly, and then I am going to whip up a fresh batch of cookies because one of my OG baristas at Loch Lomond, Lila, is leaving to go. She's just moving up higher in the company, and she'll be living in Brooklyn. So there's that. I'm gonna make a big batch so I can give some to my mom and Mark, because Mark is a cookie monster. And yeah, I wanted to show you guys quickly. I'm wearing this Lisette Laura Margot tee. I felt like the Lisette Margot was a bit too firm for my liking. The Laura is absolutely divine. I don't know if you can tell, it has like, I love this like linen-y look. Also, yes, I was painting and got some white on my hand, but I love a linen-y look. It's really lightweight and awesome. And then I also just grabbed these sunnies from Jimmy Farley. Hannah had these and I was like, they're so cute, I have to have them. And I'm so glad I got them. I love them. They remind me of the Kate Oliver People ones, but they're a little bit less pervert, I think. They're still a little pervert, but like not as pervert, you know? So did that. Blake just actually got home from being in the suburbs for work, so he's working from home for the afternoon, and he just ran to the tailor quickly. But I also just got a package in from Fortuna, which is honestly one of my favorite skincare lines. Fortuna, I'll be right there. Fortuna and Tammy Fender are my go-tos. I've been slowly getting off of Vintner's Daughter. It's just a little too active for my skin at this point. Hi, Blake. And so I don't do a ton of Vintners. I just do Fortuna, Tammy, and then the stuff my facialist makes. That's really it. So let's see what I got this time. I'm not kidding you, I love their stuff. And I actually have a code for you guys, which is exciting. They gave me a code. I don't know if I've ever had a code. Maybe like with Merit or something, but this felt fun. So, and very organic because I just use their stuff. Okay, let's see what the code is. Codes on Shopify. It's Mary M15 for 15% off, which is pretty good. So I got the lip polish, love. The lip balm, favorite, so good. The cleansing oil, also love. And then the nightly renewal cream. This is like my holy grail product. Oh, thank you, Fortuna. I love you guys. And I like truly, I am a skincare snob. And these products are fabulous. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make these cookies so that they're done. My mom is on her way into the city now. I think she'll be here in like 30, so I want to get this done. You guys. Do you like? I like to.
A little bit of something.
Hello. I didn't even vlog yesterday afternoon or yesterday. I can't talk, I'm so tired. Yesterday evening. I showed you guys our dinner. Typically I would show you my outfit, but we were walking and my mom and Mark are in town, as I said, and we were walking. They're staying near us, so we were just walking to their hotel, and we were just kind of in a little bit of a pinch when I was gonna vlog. And then, to be honest with you, Blake likes that I vlog. He just doesn't like if I'm like chatting with him and I'm like, I'm gonna vlog. So I didn't want to do that. But anyways, we had such a fun night last night. We went to Obélix. It's one of our favorites. It is so fabulous. If you have never dined there, I highly recommend. I'll break down what we got because why not? So we started with their take on sushi, which is like the foie gras with tuna and crispy rice, and you guys, it's like so good. It was literally like one of the best things I've ever eaten. Like, I will be dreaming about it. So we got that, and then we got the lyonnaise salad, and then we got like a nice split steak frites and the carrots and the asparagus. The asparagus are the one thing I wouldn't get again. I just didn't think they were that good. Steak frites was great. Carrots were great. And my mom and Mark split the halibut. The halibut was delicious. It was in like a bouillabaisse sauce. And I loved it. They loved it. And then we got some sort of a chocolate dessert. I don't even know what it was, but it was really good and it wasn't too sweet. And everyone got drinks, of course, besides moi. Blake got a martini, slightly dirty, with blue cheese stuffed olives. Their blue cheese stuffed olives, you guys, were like the best blue cheese stuffed olives I think I've ever had. My mom, who's a blue cheese olive connoisseur, said this tastes like the American bar martini. So if you like the American bar martini, there you go. And she said that these are the best blue cheese stuffed olives I've ever had. So there you have it, straight from Maureen. But it was fun. It was a really good night. We had an amazing server who was just super low-key. That's kind of how they are there, I feel like. Like, very low-key, but knows their stuff. So I love that. I just prepped, actually, some chocolate chippers because it's Lila's last day at La Colombe. So I'm going to take those. I feel like she's a pink girl. I feel like I should do. But maybe chocolate? I don't know. I'll decide later. But it's already 7:30. I wanted to be out of here by 8:30 so I can hit the farmers early. My mom might be sleeping in today. I don't know. I haven't talked to her yet. So that's that. I just wanted to update you guys. What did I wear last night? Kate Vivian's, which if you're short, they felt like the Danielles on us. So Kate Vivian's in like a darker wash. Cream sweater that was backless. I don't think I've ever showed it to you guys. It's like cable knit cream. Not cable knit. It's just like, there's like ribs. Cream backless. Hair just like flipped out. Little vintage Armani Sunnies. Lemont Barrel satin flats. And just a simple like Kate clutch. So like big cream vibe. So that was it. But okay. I need to get ready. My mom gave me these like gold eye patches to use, so I'm going to use those after I do my HPPY mask. I think this is, which one is this? The Refresh? The Rewind. The Rewind. I wanted to show you guys quickly. I am a big fan of just getting really beautiful cards for people. I think it's so special. So this one's from Posh. It's by Obélix, I believe. I love this brand. And I've actually gotten my mom a few cards from Obélix, but I love getting cards at Posh. Farmette has beautiful cards. Wilder House, Iron Leaf Press on Etsy. Yeah, RSTP in Iowa City. You guys, these patches are so good. They're so thick and feel amazing. I don't know where she got them. They don't even have a name on them. I'll have to ask her. Anyways, I went and saunaed. My mom and I shopped around today. I didn't vlog that because it was her birthday and we were just shopping and I wanted to be with her. But I just did a Joe Dispenza meditation, as I do, and then listened to Oceans again and cried again. I feel like it's kind of my thing. And I think about my grandma. And yeah, but I'll tell you guys a good story because we see signs from Mimi everywhere. And last night we were sitting at dinner and my mom had, if you know my mom, actually you probably wouldn't know this, my mom has worn this heinous lipstick for years. Like, I don't know why she wears it. It's like a metallic-y lipstick. She stopped wearing it and she pulled out the most beautiful shade of Westman lip last night and started putting it on, and I was like, oh my god, you stopped wearing the metallic lip. And she was like, I did. Isn't this a pretty shade? And I was like, it's gorgeous. And she flipped it over to show me the shade. And I said, wait, do you know what it's called? And she was like, no, what's it called? It's called Mimi. How great is that? Why is this not coming out? Speaking of Westman. It's not empty, that's for sure. I literally just got this. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to work with what we have. But anyways, it was fabulous. It was such a, we were both like freaking out. Blake was like, cool. I was like, that's not the reaction I wanted. Like, why is this not coming out? It's almost like it's blocked. Oh, well, now I have a ton. Okay, I'm gonna get ready because in Classic Me Fashion, I have 15 minutes. Of course, though, also in Classic Me Fashion, I already have my outfit picked out because I love doing skincare. I love feeling and looking put together, but I don't enjoy doing makeup, so I always putter instead of doing makeup. Like, I was hypochlorous acid in the floors while I was listening to my meditation. I was cleaning the dishwasher. Like, I was just kind of puttering because that's what I like to do, and that's what makes me feel happy.
Yeah, the shrimp look great.
Nice of her to give you that.
Hope you guys have room.
When you're ready. Happy birthday to you. My mom always sang happy birthday to herself. Happy birthday, dear.
Just got back from the sauna. Excuse the trash that needs to go out. Does anyone else take the trash out every day? Is that normal to take the trash out every day, Blake?
I don't know.
We do. Listening to what I listen to, which is either oldies or Oceans. And let me pause this so I don't get copyrighted. We got Peace Train by, who's it by? Cat Stevens. I don't know why I was gonna say Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young because it's not them and it doesn't sound like them. But anyways, I have literally been, you guys, like, one thing about me is I don't just sit on the couch during the day, but today I did. And I just literally like hung out. I did not have much to drink last night. And I actually didn't really feel like I ate too much, but clearly something went awry because my stomach has been a mess all day. I've literally felt horrifying. And it just is, I'm very bloated. So I have just been like taking it easy, and I did a mani-pedi, very simple. As you can tell, I went a little bit too ham, sorry. And then I painted my toes red. I don't know if you can see. You can just see my disgusting gremlin feet. Sorry. My sister Anna is always like, you and Lauren, our other sister, have Smeagol feet, like from Lord of the Rings. I'm like, okay, well. And Blake told me he thought my least attractive feature was my hands and my feet. Which honestly, I was like, honestly, that was a really good answer, Blake, because it was like a question that we had. Like, sometimes we'll ask ChatGPT like questions to ask my husband, like good conversation starters, and that was one of them. And we were like, mine was probably so much more critical, and his was like, your hands and your feet. But also, I wouldn't want big hands and feet, you know. I just, yeah. Anyways, my mom left
today we went for a nice long walk this morning. As you guys saw, well, let me backtrack. We went to Bavette's last night, had an amazing meal. It was so good. We ordered the whole menu and all of the desserts basically, and it was really good and fun. And we sat at one of my favorite tables in the restaurant, and then got up this morning. My mom and I did a nice walk by the lake. We got La Colombe. We saunaed, and then she headed out and headed back to Palm Beach. And I went to Wicker Park to pick up fresh blooms. There's Blake. To pick up fresh flowers from the farmer's market. Deb picked them up for me, and I picked them up from her because Heidi from Petals set them aside. So, Angel. But anyways, that's really it. After we got back, I've literally been chilling. Like, fully, as I said, did my nails, got in the bath, gave myself a little, like, kind of facial, just a little bit of oxygen, sorry. And then just sat on the couch, as I said. So I think I'm gonna do a little yoga flow of sorts, just to kind of like get my body moving a little bit. Nothing like intense, like very restorative. I just kind of want to stretch and breathe, and I'll probably put on my weirdo headphones and do it. And yeah, these are my weirdo headphones. I'll show you. I think I already talked about this because I told you guys how I don't like the AirPod Maxes, but I do like my weirdo headphones. They're the best. They literally are so good, and they make me feel like I'm in my own world. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna make dinner. Hi, happy Tuesday. I just did a little morning thing. I just did my meditation. I wrote a card to my friend who just got married. I'm sending her something special, but I don't want to talk about it because I don't know if she's going to watch this video. So I'll talk about it because it's a gift I get everyone. So I will definitely share it, but I am quickly running to the market. It's about 8:45. I have a meeting at 10. So I want to run to the market and then come home and do a Pilates. But let's go grab some strawberries, I think. That's what I want.